HOA Wisdom Stories. Subscribe our channel and enjoy today's story. I never imagined that disappearing for 1 year would turn my quiet life upside down. But destiny has a strange sense of humor, especially when an HOA thinks they run the world. Tenjin, my name is Adam Khan. And this story begins the day I returned home after spending 12 long months working abroad. I had left my property, a peaceful 5-acre stretch of land with a small cabin, under the care of my cousin. Simple instructions: keep an eye on it, pay the taxes, and make sure no one encroaches. Fiendens, if only life were that simple. Omnibus, come word simple. If only life were that simple. The moment my taxi turned onto Maple Ridge Lane, I felt something was wrong. My quiet countryside road had transformed into a luxurious boulevard lined with massive, modern mansions. White marble columns, imported stone driveways, glass balconies, everything screamed money and arrogance, but that wasn't the worst part. Lindhausen's my land, my beautiful, peaceful land, was now the center of the entire development. Keen as the car rolled to a stop, and as the car rolled to a stop, I stared in disbelief. My cabin was gone. In its place stood a massive gated entrance with the words, Maple Ridge Estates, managed by the Maple Ridge HOA. I felt my heart freeze. Driver, I said slowly, stop the meter. I need a moment. Before I could even breathe, a golf cart zipped toward me. In it sat a woman wearing oversized sunglasses, a clipboard, and the expression of someone who believes oxygen exists solely for her benefit. Then the HOA president. I knew the type instantly. Excuse me, she barked before the cart even stopped. This area is private. Only residents of Maple Ridge Estates are allowed entry. I lifted my bag. Yes, I know. I live here. She frowned as though I had told her I was the King of England. Yo, who might you be? Yo Asmadin Kamskalfra, Yo Khan, and who might you be? Yo Adam Khan. This land is mine. Her laugh echoed across the paved streets. Impossible. This development was approved over a year ago. I narrowed my eyes. Approved by who? Kyo. She flipped her clipboard. The HOA. The city, the developers, everyone. Then she leaned closer. Sir, I don't know who told you that you own anything here. But Maple Ridge Estates is a private community worth over $60 million. Demdis, my blood boiled. Show me the Kaichamashara Kommentantris Hafam blood boiled. Show me the deed, I said calmly. She scoffed. You show me your deed. Fair enough. And I pulled out my backpack and took out a fireproof folder, the same one I left with my cousin. Inside was the original land deed, tax receipts for the past 10 years, and a notarized statement confirming no sale or transfer had ever taken place. Her sunglasses slid down her nose. That can't be right. Oh, it's very right. A crowd of curious residents started gathering. The HOA president stiffened, knowing this confrontation was turning into a spectacle she could no longer control. And finally, she spoke in a low voice. Why don't you come to the HOA office? We can discuss this. I smiled as sure. Smrijoltsentrofedes. I smiled. She from Mashalman's Falfersifon smiled. Yes. Let's discuss how you built 12 mansions on my land without permission. Her face turned the color of expired yogurt. Bon TEHOA meeting from hell e. The meeting room looked exactly like an HOA nightmare. Laminated rules hung on every wall. A coffee pot older than humanity, and microphones ready for passive-aggressive speeches. 7 board members sat at a long table. All wore matching navy shirts embroidered with Maple Ridge HOA as if they were preparing for war. Mr. Khan, one of them began, according to city records, this land was allocated for development. Mendi, I placed the deed on the table. Warsha Minor reply Versashimai placed the deed on their table. No, I replied, this land was never for sale. Whoever submitted approval did so fraudulently. Another member cleared his throat. The developer assured us everything was legal. Yo, and did you verify anything? Elo, silence, not a whisper, not a cough, not even a fake justification. They hadn't checked a single document. Jans, they had simply believed the developer because he promised them luxury, prestige, and increased property values. Typical. The HOA president tried Waffer Dashul Prelzamenj Kramarshir people live. The HOA Presh Forkri tried one less desperate attempt. Well, the homes are already built. People live here. Fort de Ford and the Strite community in the Bagwer Scaff. You comp Safal for the Sa one that's communally mine. You can't just claim the entire community. I don't want the community, I said. I want what is legally mine. And what is that? She asked cautiously. All the land under your mansions of a collective gasp filled the room. And what is that? She asked cautiously. All the land under your mansions. A collective gasp filled the room. Tichi courtroom showdown. Key, we went to court. I expected a long, exhausting legal battle, but the judge only needed 1 day. Maltine, one look at my deed, one look at the forged documents the developer had submitted. One look at the HOA's signatures on approvals they never verified. The judge didn't even hide his disbelief. Bluntly, in all my years, he said, I have never seen this level of incompetence. He slammed the gavel. A misjudgment in favor of Mr. Adam Khan. All balls of Mr. Adam Khan. All land legally belongs to him. The existing homes may remain, but he is entitled to compensation or rental fees for the use of his property. Man, the HOA president nearly fainted. Now they paid me rent. The final agreement, the rent carat. Key. The final agreement was simple.